Have you ever wondered if something you said was actually rude? In our quest to be polite, we often use phrases that, unbeknownst to us, may come across as impolite. It's a common pitfall in our everyday conversations, and it's time we shed some light on it. Today, we'll explore 9 such phrases that you might think are courteous, but could be unintentionally ruffling feathers. So, without further ado, let's dive into the list of polite things you say that are actually rude. Starting off at number 1, we have the phrase, "I don't mean to interrupt," but this line, often masked as politeness, can be quite rude. It implies that what you have to say is more important than the current speaker's thoughts. Instead of interrupting, consider waiting for a pause in the conversation or asking if you can interject. Moving on to number 2. No offense, but is a phrase that is usually followed by something offensive. It's as if we're asking for a free pass to insult someone, which is far from polite. Aim to express your thoughts in a way that doesn't require a preemptive apology. Lastly, at number 3, we stumble upon "with all due respect." This phrase is often associated with a lack of respect rather than an abundance of it. It's better to speak your mind respectfully without using this phrase as a shield. So those were the first 3 points. Let's move on to the next ones. Continuing with our list at number 4, we have "to be honest." This phrase, while seemingly harmless, can imply that you're not usually honest. It's better to express your opinion directly and respectfully. Moving on to point 5, just saying. This often follows a blunt statement and can come off as dismissive, as if you're trying to evade responsibility for the impact of your words. Instead, consider stating your thoughts openly and owning up to them. Finally, at number 6, we have "don't take this the wrong way." This phrase can set a negative tone even before you've said what you intend to. It's like a preemptive apology and can make the listener brace themselves for something unpleasant. Instead, focus on framing your words in a way that conveys your point without being offensive. Those were points 4 to 6. Let's proceed to the final 3. Wrapping up our list at number 7, we have the phrase "not to be rude," but this is a classic example of a polite preface that actually signals rudeness. It's like waving a red flag before launching into a potentially offensive statement. A better approach? Be direct and considerate with your words, without the need for a disclaimer. Moving on to number 8, just to play devil's advocate. While it may seem like you're adding a different perspective to the conversation, it can come across as dismissive of the other person's viewpoint. Instead, try phrases like, "I understand where you're coming from, but have you considered?" Lastly, at number 9, we have "no harm intended," but this phrase is often used as a shield before delivering a harsh critique. Remember, it's not what you say, but how you say it that counts. Constructive feedback is always appreciated when given with respect and kindness. And those were the final points. Let's quickly summarize what we've learned. So, to recap, we've explored 9 seemingly polite phrases that may inadvertently come off as rude. From "you look tired" to "no offense, but." These everyday expressions can sometimes convey unintended negativity or judgment. We also touched on "you always," "you never shades statements and the infamous calm down. Let's strive for sensitivity and understanding in our communication, acknowledging that words have power. Remember, it's not just what you say, but how you say it that matters. Thanks for watching.